be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They begin with a run by Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. In motion, Slayton. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Detroit. North salad.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, James Bradbury. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here's Hurts to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins from 4 yards out. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Jake Elliott on 4th.
But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pinch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Detroit.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Gold gutter. Elsa.
Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 2nd and 5.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Gold,
second
dog.
and 5.
Timberland. Elsa, go.
Throwing Jones. High and able to make the catch downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Here's a give to Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Detroit Johnson.
Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Giants nothing.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Cockroach.
In motion goes the tight end.
Timberland.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal.
Half 18, half 18. Let's go.
Here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it.
Gold Cyclone! Gold Cyclone! Gold Cyclone! Rita, 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 Rita!
They'll motion out one of the tight ends.
Elsa, Elsa, Elsa! Elsa, Elsa!
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Carla Vianney! King, Phil King! Phil King! Oh, Silver, ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. The Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Carla Vianney!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Gold Gutter! Gold Gutter! Gold Gutter! Gold Gutter!
A handoff to Barkley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. Now Jones going to change it up here.
Gold Reaver!
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it a no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line? Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Adriana Lima, Adriana Lima, Adriana Lima.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Goldfish.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 5. They run out of the gun with Swift. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, Swift.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 37. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 27-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Great, set.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hey, easy, 63, bang.
Second down, here's Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he comes back with one complete.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And quickly, they get to the line.
North salad, north salad.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Hurts.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
73.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Go.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's complete. It's Okuebu now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That is caught.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Okay, here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ladybug. Great.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Gets this to Waller.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jones. He's got his man. It's Hyatt. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Other side.
To throw is Jones.
That's complete to Slayton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
This is 1st and 10.
South salad.
Now Jones. Once again, he finds Slayton.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Jump right, Pacino. Cockroach.
Jones.
And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Okay, here we go.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10.
Bama.
Jones looking around. And it's caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point try good by Gano. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
14. Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's first down.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Gano for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now third down.
And it brings up third down.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home.